Moisture in the atmosphere, and like I always say, it's like wringing out a sponge when you have dew points in the mid to upper 70s. Not only is it just incredibly uncomfortable outside, it's going to feel like the mid to upper 90s today, like triple digits tomorrow, but you also have a lot of moisture to work with, and with all that moisture you run the risk for heavy rainfall. So let's take a look at current temperatures. You're stepping out to the upper 70s this morning. We'll take a quick look at our radar because there's really not much to show you here. We've got a couple of sprinkles off to the south, but it's going to start to increase in intensity and coverage as the day goes on. In fact, let's set up our next 24 hours or so and just take you through it. And you can see a few showers and storms will start to fire up midday, but it's really later this afternoon and evening that storms will become a bit more widespread and heavier, especially off to the south. And a lot of this is moisture from tropical depression Chantal, which is lurking off to the south of our area here this morning. It's going to exit off to the south as well, but you can see kind of this bowling ball of moisture, tropical humidity within this area. This moves across Delaware later on tonight with heavy rain, downpours triggered even further north up toward the city. So we also have a flood watch in effect through 10 o'clock tonight for flash flooding concerns with any of those storms that fire up. I'll take you through the timing in just a few minutes. Let's send it over to Kimberly. Jim, I think you brought it up with you from down in the Outer Banks area because it is so humid outside, and Chantal is now going to be a problem for us as well. We're not going to get kind of the center of circulation. We're not going to get as heavy of rainfall as what they saw across the Carolinas, but we are going to get some tropical downpours thanks to the moisture from that now tropical depression. So you can see outside the windows of the next weather sphere is pretty cloudy this morning. And here's another look at it. Basically what we're seeing out the windows, our camera showing more of the same, kind of overcast to start the day. Not a ton of sunshine today, but enough sun that it's going to heat up pretty quickly. And even though highs only get to the mid to upper 80s today, it's going to feel about 10, maybe even 15 degrees hotter. The reason for that, the dew points. Dew point tells you just how humid it is, how humid it feels as well. Dew point of 75 or higher, that is a steam bath. It is not comfortable in the least outside today, and tomorrow more of the same with feels like temperatures tomorrow topping 100 degrees. I think we'll see a little bit more sun tomorrow as we kick out the circulation from Chantal. So here is Chantal just circulating around parts of Virginia. It's not moving very quickly, but the center of the circulation is going to move off the coast, likely to our south. So we'll see the heaviest downpours impacting Delaware and Maryland. But notice we've already got some showers starting to lift up through the Chesapeake Bay, and we'll start to see these lifting northward into the Philadelphia area later on this afternoon and into tonight. For that reason, there is a flood watch to tell you about, and that goes until 10 o'clock tonight. All these areas shaded in green. Basically, any spot that does get a thunderstorm will run the risk of heavy flooding rainfall, flash flooding, and also just localized stream and creek flooding as well in some of the heavier storms. So the morning is relatively quiet. I think we'll see some sun through the first half of the day, and then starting at about noon with the daytime heating, storms are going to start to fire up. Don't think we see much in the way of severe weather. It's more the heavy rainfall, but any one of these could pulse up, dump 1 to 2 inches of rain quickly on the same spot before raining themselves out. And notice down over Delaware and eventually over South Jersey this afternoon, we may see some of those heavier downpours associated with the circulation of Chantal, and that will bring the risk for flooding as well. So 3:30 right along I-95, we've got heavy rainfall that moves down the shore by about 6, and then it does start to dry out a bit later tonight into tomorrow before yet another round of scattered afternoon heavy thunderstorms will start to fire up. Tomorrow is hotter than today. We have a heat advisory for tomorrow, and we've got again another round of scattered thunderstorms. They won't be everywhere tomorrow, but we will see some downpours likely with those storms as well. So your next 48 hours, 86 today with showers especially through the afternoon, clouds early, then some clearing late tonight, and tomorrow is hotter and more humid with another round of late day storms and a high of 93. But take a look at our muggy meter. It is so humid right now, and it's going to stay that way all the way through the middle of the week. We may get slightly lower humidity Wednesday afternoon. We're still talking dew points in the upper 60s, but we're looking at a very, very soggy, very steamy stretch of weather. And that means today, even with highs only in the mid to upper 80s, it's going to feel like 95. It'll feel like the 80s overnight tonight, and tomorrow will feel as hot as 102 degrees. And for that reason, we have that heat advisory to tell you about for tomorrow with heat index values as high as 103 in parts of the area. So tomorrow, not as stormy, but it's hot and more humid. We'll keep it unsettled Wednesday and more showers and storms to finish the week Thursday and Friday as well. Kim, I'll send it over.